Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest tonight. Right? Meet Paula Hooks. And she's special because she's my first. And what can I say? I mean, she's a lovely woman that I want to introduce you to all. So the idea of this whole interview and the podcast or whatever we want to do it is that to let everybody know that we have our own journey of success, of failures. So everybody is a hero. Everybody has a story to say.
Yes.
And I'm sure you do too.
Yes.
So here we are, two friends talking. Let's pretend there are no cameras. We're just here to talk.
All right.
Talk from your heart. I want to listen to you. I want to listen to the hero in you.
All right.
Yours. I'm all yours, Paula.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, first of all. And I was going over through the list of questions that you gave me, and one of them was, where did I grow up at? What was my childhood like? Well, I am a 60s baby. I was born in 1964 in Detroit, Michigan. And anybody from Detroit, Michigan or knows about Detroit knows that that's the Motor City. That's where the car industry was very flourishing at that time. My mom worked for the post office. My dad worked for General Motors.
Oh, wow.
So I had a good childhood. Yes, childhood was good. Education was good. And then somewhere down the line, because it says, what values did your parents and family instill in you? And the first thing that I always will remember and carry till the day that I die is to be kind.
See, there you go. That's exactly what brought us together. I like the energy in you. I like the kindness, and that's how we struck.
Yes. So no matter, because you never know what people are going through.
Absolutely.
And that kindness that you give them, project to them, could make their day.
Absolutely.
It could change a person's perception of reality at that moment. So that is one thing that I'll always stick with me, is to be kind no matter what.
There you go.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And then, was there a defining childhood memory that shaped who you are? Woo, that's a tough one. Because I was molested at an early age. Yes, at 14. So it took me into the life of streets, drugs, prostitution, stripping. That's a reality.
Really,
you know, and it did shape who I am today, because it made me a different person and shaped who I am, because it brought on a stronger character, because I made it out.
There you go. There you go. No judgments, but I totally admire, you telling this, because you've gone through all this.
Yes.
And I exactly know, how it feels, how it like,
in my heart, just doing this interview, and somebody could see it and know that, you know what I'm saying? You may be where I was, but look at me today.
Exactly.
So everyone, and it's crazy because everybody that I ran with literally is dead.
Whoa.
So for me, like I said, it built character. Yeah, everybody that I ran with is dead. And I got one friend left, and she's on her way out. She's going to succumb to drugs. That, because that's a very powerful thing. Drugs is a very powerful thing.
Stuff.
Okay. Yes. So as a kid, what did I dream of becoming? It's crazy, because when I was a child, I always thought of like nursing, being a cashier, doing something that was either taking care of people, showing passion and compassion and caring, or something dealing with money. So I did end up doing something dealing with money, but I still have the compassion and the caring in my heart.
So what were those early days do still influence you till date? What about like back in the days?
Well, because of the lifestyle that I was introduced to at a very early age, you strive to be something better. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You grasp for something better.
Right? A lot of people just give up.
But that's just it. You cannot, if you give up, you're giving up on yourself.
See, there you go.
Literally, you're giving up. Who are you giving up on if you give up? I wanted to live, and I knew that I had to strive to change who I was, and that's a battle in itself, but it can be won. It can be won. And I'm a living testament that it can be won. I'm vibrant, I'm alive, and I'm talking to you.
That's the energy.
Yes,
that's
literally.
the energy
I'm
that
just
I like.
saying. So
Yeah.
life is good, and
Yeah,
through the trials and tribulations of being in the street as a prostitute, stripping, pimped out, drugs, you lose who you are, okay? You lose who you are, but once you gain back who you are, it's like you're unstoppable. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I mean, I'm unstoppable.
Which is why I call you a hero.
Thank you. Thank you.
Which is why
Thank
call
you.
a
I
hero.
mean, I have 2 children. So it says, how do those early years still influence you today? I never forget where I came from.
See that?
And I have to steadfast, hold my head up, stand tall, and know my worth. Because at any given moment of weakness, you can always fall back.
There you go. Exactly. And you're the kind of woman that you want to only look ahead and
Yes.
and work towards your future challenges
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
So I see you every day here with the smile, with
Yes.
that energy, and talk. And you're not afraid to talk to anybody.
Oh, no. You know, when I was a kid, my auntie used to say, I never met a stranger and she used to always be like, oh, whatever comes up, comes out. You have to forgive her. I remember my aunt used to always say that because she said that I would just say the darnest things.
Exactly.
Yes.
Who supported you the most in your
My
back in the
mom.
days? Your mom?
Even in my wrongdoings, my mom. My mom was my best friend. Oh my God. My mom and my dad was my best friend, but my mom supported me the most. Like, in my wrongdoing, she supported me, but when she pulled the rug from up under me, from being the person that I could go to when my wrongdoings messed up, then I had to learn how to stand on my own 2 feet, and that brought me into a more, what should I say, responsible person. Because now I had to really be responsible for my actions and not having nobody to lean on.
So your life is absolutely, obviously, with a lot of challenges and difficulties and everything. And then, and if you are asked to choose which was the toughest of all situation that you faced in your life, what would you?
Drug addiction.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's all around
terrible,
you.
Right?
It's all around you.
Wow.
Liquor, alcohol, weed, drugs is all around you. You know, prescription drugs. So addiction is not just your choice of drug, because when you are an addict, which I'm a recovering addict, there is always the possibility that I may want to use again.
Like a relapse, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been clean for so long, but I still can't be fooled by that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have an addictive personality.
Yeah, you're right. But I understand it's extremely tough, and it takes a lot of willpower
and a lot of work.
And a lot of work to get through all that.
Yes.
It's like going through fire, going through hell.
Yes, it is.
But obviously, when you come out on the other side,
shining.
You're shining.
Shining.
You're shining. There you go.
Yes.
But that journey itself is extremely tough, right?
Oh, very, very, because I relapsed many times before I hit that plateau of just not going there anymore. You know what I'm saying? I had to cut people off. I had to lose friends. Yeah.
So when does one say, like, enough is enough? Like, I cannot deal with this
Well,
no more?
everybody is different. Where I may say it's enough, it may be the beginning for somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
So everybody's temperament is different.
You're right,
and then too, you have a lot of variables.
Yes.
You could have an enabler. The person that could be a user, and they could be with somebody that has money. You see what I'm saying? Because it takes money to use. So that could be an enabler. It makes it harder for the person to stop using. So in my case, I was a stripper. I made thousands of dollars every day. And then, I mean, I'm customers that use, and so it was really, really challenging. And so I didn't really stop using it until I got away from that life totally.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
But what was that one point in life, or maybe an incident that happened which totally changed your life?
When I
Maybe a
was
loss, or
24
maybe-
years old,
Okay.
7.5 months pregnant, and they told me I was having 2 babies.
Whoa, that's a huge responsibility.
And I was in a state, I was in Chicago, no real close family there. So I'm in a state by myself, about to have 2 babies.
And dealing with all that.
And it was really scary.
Stuff.
Yeah, it was real scary because I had 2 babies. What am I mean, I went 7.5 months thinking I was going to have 1 child, and then I had 2. So that was life changing. That was really life changing because now I have 2 individuals that are dependent upon me.
Your
Not
responsibility.
1, but 2. So that was life changing for me.
Now, take me through those early days of like, 2 children, 2 very little children.
Okay,
How
so
do you, and is it a boy and a girl? that I
a boy and a girl.
It's twin.
Well, I had a very good support system from the day that my children was born. My aunt, my favorite aunt, she was there for me. She watched them from the time they were born till I would probably say till she passed on.
Oh.
Okay, so they didn't have to go to a babysitter or anything. I had a really great, so in the summertime, they went to my mom's house in Detroit to visit. And early in the relationship with their dad, they were a year old and we separated. And I moved back to Detroit. So they would go to Chicago for holidays, school breaks to be with their dad. And then in the summertime, they would go to Chicago with their dad. So I moved back to Chicago, and then in the summer, they would go to Detroit with my mom. So I had a really good support system, but that's having such a good support system and the lifestyle that I was in, because I was still doing drugs, that enabled me to continue my drug usage.
Wow.
So it was a good thing and it was a bad thing.
And the children are all grown up now.
Yeah,
and
they're all
on
grown
their
up and
own.
on their own. My son has 3 kids.
Wow.
My daughter, she's a chef. She runs a black barbecue outfit in Chicago that has 3 stores, a food truck. So they're doing very well for themselves. My son has had some hiccups, but kids have hiccups.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I really like the way that those 2 children, they're on their way and they're doing
Well,
good.
I should say collectively, even though me and their dad didn't get along, we did a good job collectively raising the 2 of them.
Raising those 2 beautiful children.
Yes, because my son was having some challenges in high school, so we decided that we would send both of them to live with their dad in Chicago. And then when they moved to Chicago from Detroit, I moved to Georgia. So that's how I ended up moving to Georgia and being in the South.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's like, so looking back at what accomplishment makes you the proudest of all? I mean, there's so many of them.
The
There's so many
children
of them.
being off of drugs.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That my greatest accomplishment is not doing drugs.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I'm just saying
there you go.
that's the greatest accomplishment, because when I was on drugs, my kids didn't have a mother. I didn't have myself. So yeah, that's my greatest accomplishment. My second greatest accomplishment is having 2 babies at one time and raising them.
And raising them.
Despite of all the challenges that I had upon myself.
And what about your knight in shining armor?
Well, that was okay. So, I was married 2 times. First time I married for convenience. Okay, I had 2 children. My mom passed away. My sister went and sold the house that we were living in. Came in and told me that she sold the house and we had to move. Well, I was dating a guy and I knew that he wanted to marry me, so I played on that because I needed security for my children.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, don't judge me, judge your mama. No, I'm just playing.
No judgments.
And so I did that, and it only lasted a year because naturally I wasn't into that. My heart was not into it. And when your heart is not into things, something of that nature, it shows. Okay, and we argued and everything, and it only lasted a year. I got a divorce. Well, he divorced me. We got a divorce, and then I stayed single for probably all about 10 years. Then I got married again, and I mean, I love this guy that I got married, and we stayed married for 10 years, but 7 of the years we were probably back and forth, separated together. Yeah, as I told you before, it's like he was my knight in shining armor, but in the end he turned into an asshole wrapped in aluminum foil. I'm serious. But differences make a big difference when you are in a marriage.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And yeah, there were a lot of differences, and there were some variables. I did have an extramarital affair, and I should have just left my husband instead of doing that. So that created a ripple. It really created a ripple that we could never smooth things back out. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah. So looking back at around 15, 20 years ago, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you want to change. But if that could be couple of things that you want to change, and then what would you tell your younger self back like 20 years ago?
Don't be promiscuous.
That's a good one.
Stay away from drugs.
Most definitely.
Just say no. That slogan is real. Those are the two things that I would really, because being promiscuous and drugs were my two
biggest
that got me into the most trouble.
Yeah.
All three, right? Being promiscuous at a young age, yes. That's how I was able to be, how should I put it, preyed upon men. A 14 or 15-year-old mind can't comprehend as a 30 or 40-year-old.
Yeah,
so that's how it's so easy for young girls to get.
Yeah, she'll tell you.
That's how it's so easy for a young girl to get turned out, because the mind can't comprehend. So if you show me all of these good things, you know what I'm saying, but you don't tell me what comes along with it.
There you go.
I'm gonna take care of you. Yeah. You're gonna have all of this flashy stuff, and you get that at a price of selling your soul, selling yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's one thing. Surely, don't be promiscuous and don't do drugs.
So what motivates you the most when your life has been extremely tough? I understand that. So, but what motivates you the most when it is extremely tough?
Because
what is it, that one thing?
I want to live. And if you get up every day and show up, that's half the battle. Just getting up is half the battle. Now, if you show up, you're gonna perform. I don't know nobody that shows up nowhere and if you show up to work, you're gonna perform.
See, there you go. Exactly.
Okay, so half the battle. If I get up, half the battle. But I tell myself.
That's so simple, right?
Yeah.
That's so simple.
And instead of saying, why me? Why not me? And what can I take from this experience? Life is nothing but a series of events and experiences.
Absolutely.
Experiences are the things that you choose. Events are things that's out of your control.
Absolutely. That's a deep one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It's all your choices.
You create your own reality.
Exactly.
So I'm a very spiritual person, and I try to be mindful when I talk to people. So words are very powerful, and a word spoken is a word that's not heard. And so once you say something, you can't take it back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I do try to be mindful of everything. I try to be mindful. I've done a lot of things in my life, like good things and bad things, but The bad things that I did that I'm not proud of is where the character comes in, because you don't want to be that person. And everybody can come back from something bad. It's your choice. It's what you choose to be in life. I didn't have to stay a drug addict. I didn't have to stay a prostitute.
Exactly.
I didn't have to stay in the slave mentality. So I'm a firm believer that we create our reality by our thoughts, because it all comes in the mind first.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah. Everything happens twice in life. Once in mind and once in reality.
Yes. So in your mind, whichever, we have 50 million thoughts a day. Whichever one you give the most energy to, that's going to be your reality.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Some things are routine, which I call ritual.
Yeah.
You do a ritual every morning.
Yes,
when you
you're
get
right.
up, brush your teeth. That's a ritual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
Anything
right.
that you do over and over without any thought is a ritual.
Yeah, you're right.
And these are things that we were taught. You didn't. You when as a child, we only know what our parents teach us until you're exposed to the world when you go to school.
Real world, yeah.
Yeah, the real world.
What's the since we were talking about the spirituality and your actions and I wanted to also understand the faith, like how does that
So usually it's two things that I don't like to talk about, and that is politics and religion, because they're so big, and
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying. But for myself, I'm a spiritual person, and this is how I'll break it down, and I'm gonna make it real simple, and we'll stop there. Okay, so religion is taught. When you are born, whatever your parents are practicing, that's what you're taught. Okay?
Absolutely.
That's religion.
Absolutely. That's how you know. Yeah.
Spirit, every single human being that is born with a spirit. You don't teach spirit.
Exactly.
You're born with it. So I'm a spiritual person. I go within. Everything that I need is within. When my mind tells me something, that's that guided intuition that's in me that tells me. You always have something tell you. Something will come to your mind, and then you won't do it, and then you'll say, I should have followed my first mind. But that was your guided intuition telling you that. That's all a spirituality. That's all spirit.
That's the energy.
We're all energy.
Yeah.
We're all energy. We're all spiritual beings.
That's so,
No matter what religion you practice.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
I believe that religion is very personal. It's just between you and your God.
Yes.
It's extremely personal.
Very.
So
no one can tell one.
Exactly.
No one, just like
I
spirit.
totally believe in
You
that,
can't tell me about my spirit because it's in me.
Absolutely. And just do your thing. Respect
Exactly.
that. Respect
and
each
be
other.
mindful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the most important thing is what I've understood in my journey of life is everybody is born human being, right?
Yes.
But it's different to be human.
Yes, because human is that we make mistakes.
Exactly.
There's room for error. Nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
I can
So
keep
all
going.
We gotta just keep respect each other.
Yes.
And let people do what they do.
You know, the best saying that I really ever heard was treat people how you want to be treated. In all situations.
In all situations.
In all situations. How can you go wrong?
Absolutely.
If you treat somebody the way you want to be treated in a bad situation.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
Yes.
I believe in that philosophy.
Yes.
You respect people the way you want it to be respected.
Exactly. It would be a better world.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
It would definitely be a better world.
What's the biggest life lesson that we've understood from all this? I want to learn from you. What is it that I can learn from you as a person? There's so many things that has already inspired me from you.
Oh.
You are already
That nobody's perfect.
Yeah. There you go.
Everybody make mistakes, even yourself.
There you go.
And don't take nothing personal. Always try to do your best. Don't take nothing personal. Be a person of your word.
Yeah.
It's like the 4 agreements.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I forget the third one. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Be mindful. Yeah, you have to make like 4 agreements with yourself, and you live off of those agreements.
No matter what.
No matter what, if you're mindful, impeccable with your word. Yeah.
Perfect. That's so interesting. Like I said, everybody is a hero in his
And
or her
everybody has a story.
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
has a story.
Has a
Everybody.
success. Yeah. It could be
whether
everything.
it's from.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you, my son did 8 years in prison, and then he became a dean of a school. So he was gonna write a book called From Prison to Dean.
Wow.
So everybody has a story.
Yeah.
You can go from failure to success, and you can go from success to failure.
Oh, yes.
By the choices that you make. And they all begin with yourself.
Exactly.
Nobody is in charge of your thoughts.
Except you.
We are our own worst enemies. We
You're
are.
right.
By our
You're right.
thoughts.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You can sit here and think I'm the most beautiful woman, but I'm beating myself up. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's really, you have to know your worth, and you have to be secure in your own skin and know that your journey is your journey, whether it's good or bad.
Exactly. There's so much to learn from each other. There's so much to understand. The only thing that you should have is a bit of empathy and compassion between each other. And
Anything else would be uncivilized.
oh, exactly. There you go.
For real, anything else would literally be uncivilized.
Exactly. So it's been a great.
I I really enjoyed this.
I don't know how much time did we spend just talking and random. It was amazing to talk to you.
And I really
Paula.
appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
Like, shout out to Nikki Jewelers. Thank you. Who would have ever known that I would have crossed this path? Like, no, a part of me, it just feels like something big is going to come out of this. I don't know if somebody's going to call me and want to do a book deal. I'm open. But, but no, I just enjoy telling my story. I've never had anybody just want to know my story like that. And you know what's so crazy though? We ain't had this many people come around here, but now that you talking to me, you got all these people.
Like I said, spirit, right?
Yes, I'm like, okay,
I like the
all
energy,
of these people are coming around.
I like the energy.
Yes, yes.
You also bought from us, right?
Yes, I did. I got me some diamond stud earrings, honey, and I am so enjoying them, baby. Yes, I had to put a little. If I had been here a little bit longer, they would have got a little bit more of my money. But oh no.
You did like a layaway.
Yes, I
And I let
did.
you pay slowly.
Yes,
Yeah.
honey, I paid that off so fast. That's what I'm saying. I could have got something else. But yes, yes.
So
Your
anytime you're
business is
welcome.
flourishing.
Yeah,
Your
thank you.
business is good. You guys are amazing people. It's been amazing just sitting here talking to you.
Thank you
It's
so
something
much.
that I never ever dreamed in the wildest
we will
years.
Never forget this
Like
moment.
I will
Yeah.
never ever forget you and Nikki. I
Thank
will
you, man.
never,
Thank you
for
so
real.
much.
And
It's
thank
been-
you
it's
for
been
having
great.
me,
It's been
man.
great.
Thank you.